G'day YouTube. I've been asked to do an update from my reptile collection, so I'm just going to do that with some included feeding as well. Hopefully get a little bit more excitement in the video. So let's get to it. Sorry, I'm spinning the camera around a bit. In here, I keep my female Nephrus levis, my smooth knob-tailed. I'll just pull her out for you because I think she may be gravid. Starting to warm up the summer months. Don't know if you can see that. See that little white patch where my thumb is there? Sort of a bit paler than the rest of her body showing through. I'm pretty sure that's an egg, and when there's one, there's normally two, so she'll have it on the other side as well. But yeah, there she is. There's the star of my how to feed geckos clip that everyone reckons is so cute. She is a bit of a cutie. Real tame. She doesn't mind being handled. Never barks at me unless I really annoy her, like try and pull her exoskeleton off when she's shedding. But I reckon she's gravid. We'll check the underside, you can't really see much. But yeah, I've kept her in with my other adult male recently, just to see if they might mate, but I think she was already starting to develop eggs before I introduced the male. Anyway, so they've been in together for about 1.5 weeks, and I just took him out about a week ago. Sorry, about 2-3 days ago. Let's get a couple of crickets in there, see what she does. Okay. Maybe a bit too much commotion. I'm sure she'll eat him. I'm going to leave her to it because I have to get through a lot of geckos. So, the male that I took out of her enclosure recently, is not this one here. In the past, she is bred with this guy right here. Sorry about the shadow, I can't really help that with the light in my room. So this is my adult male. There he is there. This guy's a bit feisty. We'll see what he's like. Hey buddy. Come on. You let me pick you up? Yes. Yes you are. So you can see at the back there near the tail, it's got the two little white dots in between the tail and the rear legs. That indicates he's a male because that's where his hemipens are, which is the reptile version of the male anatomy. They have two. Lucky guys. We only have one. And in the other side of this enclosure, I keep one of my recent hatchlings. This little guy, he was the last of last season's eggs to hatch, and he was a slow grower, but he's coming along very nicely now. He absolutely loves his food. He or she, I'm not too sure yet. Hang on, let me just get this camera back up. Can't do this with one hand, it's not as easy as it sounds. But yeah, he's a cute little guy. Quite small, but he's going to grow up to be a beautiful little gecko. Hopefully a female, because I'm running a bit short on them. I'll explain in a second. I'll just put him back and see if he wants to eat a cricket. Cricket goes in, up in the corner there. He doesn't look too interested. Just trying to get another cricket out for you. Okay, I can't do that, so. Oh, there's a cricket. He's still not going for it. And I think it's because I'm picking him up and I'm showing you guys a closer view. So, anyways. Oh, I didn't give the male a cricket. Come on, male. You can eat a... Oh, crap. One nearly escaped. That's too many for him. There we go, he's got 2 in there. He's not going to eat because I probably picked him up too. I don't have time to wait around. So I'll get the next dudes out. What are we getting next? Yes. My favourites at the moment. These are the Nephrosamiae, the essential rough knob-tailed geckos. And these guys are a bit shy, so if I pick them up, they're definitely not going to eat. But hopefully I'll catch them eating 1 or 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 crickets in. The one on the left there is a female. She's a bit bigger. And the one in the corner on the right there is a male that I've raised from a hatchling age. He's a bit lighter in colour than her. And of course, because I'm trying to get them to eat for you, they're not going to eat. I think there's 6 crickets in there now. That's quite a few crickets. But I think they're a bit intimidated by the camera. And once again, I'm short on time, so I can't show you eating them. But I can show you the rest of my collection. So those 2 I put in together about 1.5 weeks ago at the same time as the other 2, in the hope that they'll breed for me for the first time ever, which will be very cool because I've never bred Nephrosamias. I've only ever bred the smooth knobtails, the Levises. And speaking of breeding the Levises, this little guy, and here's a guy, I believe, he's got a busted tail, and I'll show you who took his tail in a minute, but he is one of the first geckos I bred with my female and my other male. So yeah, him and his sibling is a bit special to me because they're the only 2 I've retained from breeding my other geckos together. The rest of them I've sold off. So I'm going to let that... Oh, this guy's got a lip. He's not going to eat at the moment, so I'm going to let him try and get it in his own time. Wow, this is a boring video, I think, anyway. So, who have we got here? Now, this guy is the sibling of the one I just showed you, and I thought at the start that it was a female because it grew to quite a decent size, but he's only recently just started to have a couple of those white spurs pointing out of the rear of his legs there. It's not in focus, I apologise about that. You can just see it between his tail and the back of his legs. There's that little white bump, and on the other side, there you go, you can see it a bit there. So I believe that she's a he now, which isn't what I wanted, because now I don't have any other females to replace the mother if something bad happens to her, like she dies of old age or whatever, or she stops breeding. So this next season I might retain some of my geckos in the hope that one of them will become a female, one or more, preferably more, and that I can continue on breeding these geckos, these beautiful geckos. I'm going to chuck a big cricket in with him, and he's not interested. So, this has been a fantastic video. None of the geckos ate for you. It is warming up, they should be eating. I think they're a little bit camera shy. Plus I handled quite a few of them, so they probably won't eat straight after being handled. But by now, a few of them have probably already eaten a few crickets. But yeah, that's the update I've got for you. That's sort of what's going on at the moment. Trying to get a few of them to breed because it's coming into season for them. And I'll keep you posted, especially about that levis, see if those eggs come through and see if they're fertile. Guess what I just picked up? The first Amy. It's a female, and she is adorable. Really nice colouring. Some veins. But yeah. So I'll just get my click clack out that I made up. Just grab my spray bottle. Because when they get transported, they usually get a little bit dehydrated and stressed out. So I've moistened that area. I'll chuck a big hiding hole in, and let's see if I can do this with one hand. No, I can't do it with one hand. Hang on a sec. She's out already. So notice the difference in the colour of the sand.